Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 3, 4, 5. Testing 1, 2. Thank you.
Are you paying for a membership? Okay. Well, hopefully I'll see you once. Or maybe not.
Thank you. My name is Jean Guardio, and this is my last official couple of hours as your chairman or chairperson. Just a reminder to thank you, then to look at those around you have the red tags on that are guests here tonight, and I hope any guests here tonight would want to become members next year. We'll see, we'll fill out one of the forms outside, or see Kim Duran with her hand up. She's taking membership and membership renewals. We are ready to go. So no surprise to anyone, transportation remains the #1 priority in Northern Virginia. The Committee of 100 has certainly dedicated many programs to this issue in the last few years. The transportation bill passed this year in the Virginia General Assembly will change the way we pay for new roads and other transportation projects. This will generate more money as the price of fuel rises. In fact, I think they're anticipating about $274 to $300 million a year coming in from these various taxes and fees.
Single tax of any type in the Virginia Code that I have ever voted for, period. I don't like taxes. I'm a Republican. I think government should live within its means. But I also live in Springfield, Virginia. And I have constituents who yell at me a lot because it takes an hour and a half to drive to Tyson's. In fact, when my law firm moved from Springfield to Arlington, the guys in my office said, "Hey, you coming to Arlington?" I go, "No." "What do you mean, no? You got to come." And I said, "I'm not going. It's an hour and a half there, an hour and a half back. You're asking me to take 3 hours of my life and toss it in the car. I'm not doing it." So I was going to fix transportation. Well, over the last, say, 8 or so years, I've been looking for every way to fix transportation.
The state kind of started working then, and people in the region to figure out what to do next. And we had a lot of difficulty in getting a consensus on how to provide new revenues in an atmosphere when increasingly people weren't willing to vote for taxes who were in the majority of the General Assembly. So the first trip was in 2002, and there was really two parts to what happened in 2002. One was that a lot of folks said, well, we're not going to do anything on revenue unless we know the money's going to be spent the right way and the right decisions are going to be made, and the way we do things are not right. So what we need is a transportation authority, they said. And so we need a new body to do something about that. And so rather than, some of us actually thought what we needed was new revenues, but it was a little easier to talk about a new transportation authority. So they created a commission led by former Senator Warren Barry of Fairfax, the Barry Commission, to come up with a recommendation on transportation authority. And since I've been one of the people that had poo-pooed the idea of a transportation authority, guess what? I got to serve on the commission. So we spent a year and a half, something like that.
Possible litigation of the bill. Would either of you care to speculate on who might bring that lawsuit and what the issues might be?
I would expect that Bob Marshall, who's the same guy who brought the last lawsuit, I expect will bring this. You know, I think the bill's pretty bulletproof. Ken Cuccinelli actually helped us. He provided a legal analysis of how we designate Northern Virginia and Hampton Road.
So Chris, you outlined the projects here in Arlington, looking at it, and there's another, what are the criteria? Does the MBTA have some criteria they're going to use, and if so, what are those?
Yeah, so as I said before, the project's all based on the plan. So the first, there's actually a set of criteria that we're applying now. The first one is it on the plan? So you have to already be on the regional plan. Now to get on the regional plan, you had to go through an application process, and there are a set of specific criteria. And so we have kind of a matrix where every column is a different thing you have to be evaluated against, which is a range of different things that are actually mentioned in the original statute that the projects are supposed to do.
A couple projects that are on everybody's mind. Columbia Pike Trolley, I-66. How do they fit into this?
Well, any kind of transportation project obviously can be considered, put forward, and evaluated. As it happens, there are aspects of I-66 that are on the regional plan. The part that people care about here tends to be inside the Beltway, whether it's widened or not. It's not on the regional plan. It's never been. But anything about I-66 could be put on. The Columbia Pike streetcar has been on the regional plan for some years. Was evaluated. In fact, was one of the highest scoring projects the last time around. Arlington didn't put in for regional money for it. Fairfax did.
Here, I think, unless there's any others, that'll be our last one for the evening. Thank you again, David and Chris, for your time tonight. And we will see you in September and have a great summer.